And welcome back, everyone. We are back at it again. Day 1, part 2. Let's get started. You notice a progress bar that jumps to 50% completion. Apparently, the door isn't yet satisfied, but it did emit a star as encouragement. The instructions change. Now, instead of considering the next digit, it wants you to consider the digit halfway around the circular list. That is, if your list contains 10 items, only include a digit in your sum if the digit 5 steps forward matches it. Fortunately, your list has an even number of elements. For example, 1212 produces 6. The list contains 4 items and all 4 digits match the digit 2 items ahead. 1221 produces 0 because every comparison is between a 1 and a 2. 123425 produces 4 because both 2's match each other, but no other digit has a match. 123123 produces 12, and 12131415 produces 4. What is the solution to your new CAPTCHA? Alright, so let's copy this over. This is going to be our example inputs and outputs. So if we take these examples and put them in a new file, let's call it day 1 part 2. And then we're still going to call this CAPTCHA. And then we comment out the answer like that. And then we copy over the code from day 1, because we're not going to solve this whole problem again. We're just going to use what we already have. Alright. And so the problem is asking, instead of looking at the next digit, find the digit halfway around. Basically, we can't do this part anymore. So we have to go back to the using modulus. I think we were using array.size. And after that, the only thing that's really going to change is this if statement. Everything else will pretty much stay the same. If you try running these numbers right now, you see that we won't get the solution that we're expecting, 604124. Ruby, day 1, part 2. We get 03000. That is not what we wanted at all. So let's fix this. So this part of the if statement is going to stay the same. We're going to need the item halfway around the array. And in order to do that, we're going to need the length of the array. So let's do that. Length equals array.length. You can also say array.size, but they're interchangeable. It doesn't matter. I'm going to use length. So instead of index plus 1, we're going to go halfway around and say index plus length divided by 2. So with that small edit, let's see if we get the correct answer. 60412. 60412. It seems like we just solved this problem. Pretty easy. So let's see what happens when we copy over this input. 60412 1080. We're getting 1080 as the answer, and the question is that what I put down? Yes, it is. That was indeed the correct answer for that day. For that part.
That part.
No! God!
Okay.
No! God, please, no! No!
Rich niggas still eating catfish. That bitch ain't really bad, that's a catfish. If I walk up out of Sassville, had a paparazzi doing backflips. If I lay you down on the mattress, blow it back out to your backless. Think we already established.
Now let's see if we can clean this up. You could clean this up a little bit more by being a little bit more exact. The items in this array aren't actually integers, they're strings, and they just have one number in it. So really you could say string here, and string here. To make this shorter by changing it to size. Size. And again, you could turn this into a one-liner like this. Should get the same answers. Yep. So yeah, that's how you solve part 2. Stay tuned for the JavaScript tutorials and day 2. Peace.
That part,
Peace.
that part, that
I'm out.
part, ayy.
See you later.
That part.